Hey, hello everyone out there in amazing internet land and wonderful and inestimable YouTube space, I should say, and that's me, Alex. That's kind of my current video again, and I tell you what, I've been slammed all day, and I was barely able to make something not point oriented things, and I made home, and I kinda got weary slightly or in a huge way, and my brain is like should have decent rest, I should say. And so in this video I won't be ranting too long and at a high rate of speech, and in that way I will probably leave you some space for your own activities instead of just listening to me, to my voice and what's happening here on the ground. And I tell you what, today I've been to our local venue when all these activities about learning English and not learning but practicing English happen, those activities, I mean. And that was not far from my actually neighborhood, and that's kinda two route bus stops out of the place where I live, and not two, but I don't know how many, let's count, maybe 5 bus stops, and by making this long route and taking route bus, as we call it, tiny crazy buses called route buses, and if you take one, if you will survive in that bus, you will definitely reach the place that is called like that particular neighborhood where all these activities about practicing English usually happen. And I've been there like not later than I was there actually. I was there like 2 hours ago, and there were very lit pips, new ones, the old ones left. I mean Tanner and Tommy, and a couple of new American girls arrived. One of those girls spoke brilliant English, and how that could be other way, I don't know. Her second name is Kane, and she didn't disclose her name so far, I mean the first name, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll kinda come up to her and ask about that. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, she didn't reveal yet the features that I call women's features or some other good features, and I have no actually doubt that she has these features, and everything actually gonna be fine. But still, I have to see that on my own eyes, and guys, I'm even giving this speech in a very slow and very just over-relaxed, I should say, way, and that's again arbitrarily, let's put it this way, take of my current activities. And I like speaking. Actually, I am craving for speaking when I don't speak for at least, I don't know, a couple of days. And I haven't spoken for actually a couple of days. It's been kind of, I don't know, maybe one day and several hours, and I haven't gauged this period of time, and I don't care about the timelines actually. The only thing I care about my speaking, about my advancing in my adorable ocean of English. And why I do those activities, why do I do those self-recording sessions? If you are not in the picture of what's happening on this ground on my channel, I'm telling you that I'm the lonely person here, and I mean in terms of who I am able to speak with, and the only person that I should and not should, but I'm able to speak with, is me myself. And they actually natives, they kind of speak to me, but they don't care too much about my just expanding of my vocabulary, my grammar, apprehension, things like that. That goes along the lines of learning process in a natural way, how natives learn. And actually became clear, I don't know, maybe a year and a half ago, that the process of possessing and activizing, I should say, your English language inside you it takes a while, I should say, and it doesn't happen overnight. The fluency doesn't come overnight, and the more you understand that, the more you are turned to the way of learning that I do. I mean, I'm not rushing things. I'm not just I'm not agitated about passing certain tests and that kind of thing. And the only thing I care about, that's my speaking, that's my ability to keep things nice and clear and possess new vocabulary as for slang American version of English language, and slightest pieces of British English language will be included too. But the only thing I care about more, in a more just more caring, I'm actually more caring about the how I would be sound in terms of resemblance to let's say American version of English, and getting rid of let's say my native accent, excuse me, and more sounding like Native American guy. And as I told you previously, I definitely will be in that place of my fluency in my adorable ocean of English. And there is another guy, like his name is Andre, and he's gonna make his journey to United Kingdom, and he's actually very good. I'm telling you, he's badly good, I should say, if that's an appropriate definition for describing the brilliant ability of him, how he's able to speak like in a moment and like spontaneously. He might not know so many words, but he is complete fluency. I'm telling you, I've heard him speaking like several times, not even more than 10 times, and I can judge honestly, but he's doing good, and maybe he's doing better than me. I mean, the way he speaks, the way he makes right English sounds, and the way he's able to apprehend what was being said by Native Americans. But still I do. I mean, I can understand what they say, but I'm lacking the purest and the most free and the most I should say not connected to some particular topic practice of speaking English. And they actually don't want to speak for topics not related to some religious stuff, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm out of the process of this speaking for the major part, I should say. And I'm not insisting, I'm not imposing them to do that, to speak with me and to just pull me on by my tongue, I should say, and to scary out answers out of me for some stupid questions, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about that at all. And still, when I come there, I kind of just propose them some kinds of mutual responses about our spontaneous conversations, and they do, like partly they respond, they speak to me, they kind of discuss a bunch of not so concentrated on the religious issues topics, and they do actually, but they still don't speak the way I want. I mean, I want them to speak faster. I want them to speak more, just being kind of like being not so caring about how much can I understand while they speak, and I want them to speak in more just relating to their homeland related way of speaking than they like in American, that they speak on the streets, they speak to the acquaintances, they speak like not caring too much whether I'm able to understand them, whether I'm not able to understand them, and still I understand, you know. And I don't know, guys, how it will materialize in the nearest future, but I kind of have to figure out new ways to advance my speaking, and the only thing I'm caring these days that's about prolongation and enhancing of the way I speak, and for not particular reason, just abruptly and arbitrarily, I should say, given some kinds of given some kinds of new vocabulary things, laying them on you, and just trying to familiarize you guys and girls with the new things that I learn. And maybe if you're on the same page with me and you are learning in person and you are just trying to just improve your whatever skills it will be concerning English language learning process, then I'm with you. I'm definitely with you, and I'm just for you, and I will fight for that resemblance and for that correspondence, I should say, with any tool in chat. And in order just to shed some light on my learning process, I tell you that I quitted learning by the book style. That's kind of the moment that happened was around a year and a half. I met some guy on some YouTube channel. His name is Drew, and he proposed me kind of his approach as for how one should learn English, and how one should enhance his or her own fluency, as for especially when it goes to spontaneous speaking, being able to speak in a moment without having any premed things in the head. And that's the thing I'm striving to correspond those days. And guys, I warn you that won't be to learn and won't be to just not related to anything. I try to keep things nice and clear, and if I just don't die, I will keep speaking in this channel. And I guess that's it. My back hurts me, and I haven't completed the treatment as for trying to cure my lower part of my back, and it still hurts me. And even right now, I kinda greased the lowest part of my back with the special cream, special medicine, I should say, and it's kinda warms my tissues in my back, I should say, and it's for nearest recoverment, I should say. And you see, I'm kind of mixing up things again, and that's the sign of being completely weary and partly even exhausted for this particular day of my life. And that's been my kind of everyday recap of my current activities, and that's been kind of recap of today. And if you want, just follow my channel, become a subscriber to my channel, and follow what's happening on this ground. And I'll be just barely and not barely, but I'll be fully pleased to just feel you all, guys and girls, new acquaintances, new subscribers on my channel, and simple audience that could just occasionally drop a glance into my channel and see what happens on this crazy ground. And that's definitely it, guys and girls, and that's it for today. And have a nice sleep and wake up cheerful and effervescent. That's it. Take care, and see you all in a while. See you. Have a nice sleep. Bye.